We say that. We all think that.
Now viewers are hoping for another installment poking fun at them, citing the delivery ward twerking video posted by the Duchess earlier this month as perfect reference material for creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
On social media site X, fans made a call back to respect our privacy line in response to reposts of Meghan's twerking clip.
Tomorrow night, a big swathe of the world media will be showing you the highlights of a brand new episode of South Park, which goes to air middle of the day tomorrow in the US.
It's so quiet and empty here. If we moved her, then people would think we're really serious about wanting to be normal. It does seem perfect, doesn't it?
I want to discuss South Park, and it's the episode everyone's talking about. It went to air overnight in the US. It was an absolute roasting.
Your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest.
Oh my God, can you even believe this? Just when we thought the drama around Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had cooled down, the internet is buzzing again. People are convinced South Park is at it once more, throwing shade with a brand new episode that nobody expected. And let me tell you, fans are already losing their minds. Everyone's saying it feels like a sequel, especially after Meghan's wild delivery ward twerking video surfaced earlier this month. Viewers swear Trey Parker and Matt Stone must have had this clip pinned on their inspiration board. On X, yes, the same platform formerly called Twitter, fans couldn't stop dragging Meghan with sarcastic callbacks to that infamous "respect our privacy" line. Imagine that video clip resurfacing, Meghan holding her baby bump while twerking, and people online screaming, "Respect our privacy." The irony was just too delicious for anyone to ignore. And then, bam! Something absolutely bizarre hit the internet overnight. Out of nowhere, a brand new South Park episode drops. But it wasn't like any normal release. No press, no build-up, no flashy promotion. Nope. People are whispering that this was a stealth drop.
To a cartoon, it's satire, it is what it is. South Park has done episodes on the royal family, on the royal wedding of Kate and William, for instance, so it's not something that they would be able to sue about. And I genuinely just don't believe it, really.
What the f*** is going on with Harry?
How dare you?
I'll say whatever I want. You're in my house now.
You want a piece of me?
I will f*** you up, girlie.
The focus is starting to shift off of
the kind meant to slip past quietly, almost like it wasn't supposed to be seen. But come on, this is South Park. Nothing ever stays quiet for long. By morning, the buzz was deafening. People were like, wait, did I just see what I think I saw? Did South Park really go there again with Meghan and Harry? And sure enough, the chatter pointed exactly in their direction. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the so-called royal escape artists. Viewers insisted this new storyline was razor sharp, even sharper than before. The way the parody landed, it wasn't playful anymore. It was savage, like the creators had sharpened their knives and gone in for the jugular. But here's where it gets juicier.
So, do you have any regrets yourself?
Of course. Don't we all? Probably my main regret is, the way that everyone else has acted. That's the thing that's most regrettable, in my opinion.
My question is for Meghan. Meghan, besides holder of briefcase 24 on Deal or No Deal, what do you think your most impactful role was?
And then people kept wanting to get a picture. Because I'm on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, a lot of people coming up to us.
Behind the scenes, whispers started flying about late-night phone calls and hushed legal debates. Allegedly, Meghan and Harry's team scrambled to stop the episode from airing at all. Now, whether that's true or not, who knows? But the rumors alone were enough to fuel the fire. In fact, every tiny hint of a possible cover-up only made the whole situation 10 times spicier. By sunrise, the so-called secret episode had already exploded online and was climbing to the top of trending charts. And that was just the setup. From the opening shot to the now infamous ending, fans couldn't get enough. Wild moments, cheeky references, and this lingering mystery kept everyone hooked. People were asking, why did this episode almost vanish?
Oh, and I brought some of my homemade ketchup. I'm coming out with a line of condiments, ketchups, mustards, that sort of thing.
We're really taking LA by storm.
Yeah, and the show's been a great platform to help me promote my brand.
It's already a brand. It's called Heinz.
Yeah, we're hoping the ketchups and mustards are going to be sold at Whole Foods, which, would be huge. Oh, and they're all organic in case anyone was wondering.
What was so dangerous about it? And most importantly, what did it reveal about Meghan and Harry that some people didn't want us to see? The internet sleuths went digging, and soon enough, they connected the dots. The spark, they said, came from that very clip of Meghan. Yes, the hospital twerking video. It had been circulating quietly online for months. Meghan swaying playfully while heavily pregnant, with Harry awkwardly in the background. And South Park? Oh, they took that exact energy and blew it up into an entire storyline. According to fans, that single clip was the seed that grew into this jaw-dropping parody. In the episode, Meghan's animated double transformed transforms the hospital vibe into a massive production, pitching it as a life-changing documentary. Honestly, you can't make this up. And get this.
It's me. I would be very excited about this. Here's the headline in the Mail. Calls for South Park to take a second bite out of Harry and Meghan. New respect our pregnancy joke appears online after the Duchess's latest social media post.
More whispers online claim those similarities between the real clip and the cartoon are exactly why last-minute legal talks kicked up in the background. People were convinced Meghan and Harry's camp tried to intervene. But the more those rumors spread, the more unstoppable the episode became. Each piece of gossip just added fuel to the fire. By the time Cartman hijacked the project in the episode, things went from simple parody to full-blown chaos. He twisted the whole hospital scene into his outrageous vision. And suddenly, this wasn't just a comedy skit anymore, it was a cultural moment. Fans were screaming that the episode felt too on point, almost prophetic, and far too juicy to stay hidden in the vault.
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
All the things that have happened since this privacy tour is going to, there's so much content now for them.
Ooh, what's this? Meghan Markle just posted a photo. Running lines with my love. Hashtag working actor. Ugh, she's not even on a set. That's it. I'm muting her.
I am so looking forward to seeing something because I think it's going to be much bigger and better than what was already put out there with South Park.
And oh, the spectacle. Once the story ramped up, it turned into a circus. Fireworks blasting down hospital hallways, camera crews clashing, and Cartman storming around like a lunatic director. Every scene bigger, crazier, and more over the top than the last. Viewers compared it to a music festival gone wrong inside a maternity ward. Can you even picture that? It was chaos, and people were hooked. And then, it happened. The scene that stopped everyone mid-scroll. Meghan's animated baby bump slipped right out during a dramatic dance move. Yes, you heard me. In the middle of all that chaos, her bump just drops to the floor. The characters in the show went into meltdown and the internet...
You see any of the real Diana in Meghan, did
God,
you?
no.
Really?
No. Sorry. It is uncomfortable. I don't think, because she's done this before for photos, I don't think that is a real baby bump. I think
way too big. It's way too big.
And sort of too low as well.
Yeah, it's like a meter out there. It looks the wrong shape.
Where's she going to give birth there? Through her knees or something? That is too...
Oh, it went nuclear. Within hours, clips of that single moment spread like wildfire across TikTok and Twitter. The hashtags exploded and the memes, endless. But South Park wasn't done yet. Just as the frenzy hit its peak, in comes animated Prince Harry with his viral one-liner, "Respect our pregnancy." And that was it. The internet was finished. Fans immediately turned it into GIFs, remixes, parody songs, you name it. People were quoting that line before the episode even finished airing. It was meme gold. Cartman being Cartman shouted, "That's going in the trailer." And boom, what started as playful parody had now turned into something way sharper. Fans weren't just laughing anymore. They were analyzing it. The moment went from being a joke to being an instant cultural talking point, and the chatter online, oh, it shifted fast. Suddenly, it wasn't just about a cartoon. People on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube were pointing out the glaring contradiction South Park highlighted. Harry and Meghan's endless demand for privacy, while constantly releasing interviews, books, and documentaries. South Park had taken real headlines, stacked them one after another, and handed the audience a perfect savage mirror. But wait, it got even juicier. Whispers inside Hollywood suggested the parody made some studios nervous. Some entertainment projects linked to Meghan and Harry supposedly stalled. Now, was it real or just gossip? Nobody knows. But the idea alone kept people glued. The thought that one South Park episode could rattle industry doors? That's gossip dynamite. Meanwhile, social media refused to let the chaos fade. TikTok was flooded with reenactments of the bump drop moment. YouTube creators dropped reaction videos left and right, and side-by-side edits comparing Meghan's real hospital twerking clip with her animated double pulled millions of views. Even the Sussexes' most loyal fans grew unusually quiet. The tide was against them, and the internet was eating it up. By this point, people weren't just laughing, they were dissecting. Talk shows chimed in, podcasts dedicated entire episodes, and even Meghan's rumored future projects became punchlines. Every replay made the Sussex brand look shakier. And then came the gossip sideshow. On X, users began spreading rumors like, "Did you hear Meghan might join Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?" Others dragged her as thirsty for attention. Readers who claimed they finished Harry's memoir Spare called them a damaged couple, saying the cartoon wasn't parody. It was truth disguised as satire. The avalanche was unstoppable. Even gossip panels couldn't resist adding fuel. She's literally dancing in a black dress, holding her bump, and twerking in front of a camera. And she put this on social media? Of course it makes them newsworthy, one commentator snapped. The debate grew bitter. Some argued people should ignore it, others said it had to be confronted. But one thing was clear, everyone had an opinion and nobody was backing down. As the hours turned to days, the ripple effects only got bigger. Searches for Respect Our Pregnancy spiked worldwide, shooting past even South Park's own uploads. Memes, stickers, and viral edits were everywhere. And the irony? The harder people tried to brush it aside, the louder it roared back. Even inside Hollywood, the gossip wheel spun faster. Insiders whispered that Meghan and Harry's carefully managed image might take a long-term hit. Rumors swirled that entertainment deals could face second thoughts, maybe even delays. Nothing confirmed, of course, but in gossipland, whispers are often louder than facts. By this stage, the South Park parody wasn't just comedy, it was a cultural mic drop. Viewers, critics, even casual onlookers agreed. This episode had crossed into legend territory, and the big unanswered question, was it really meant to be erased, kept the fire alive. By now, South Park wasn't just trending, it was dominating the cultural conversation. TikTok skits recreated the bump drop scene, YouTubers cranked out endless reaction videos, and edits comparing Meghan's real hospital clip to the animated one raked in millions of views. Even die-hard fans of the Sussexes seemed shaken, their defenses unusually quiet. The viral tide was just too strong. Cheeto, listen to this. Meghan Markle to join the 11th season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So thirsty for any kind of attention. I would die before I would be on her reality show. I've read Spare, cover to cover. They are a damaged couple. They are people in trauma. The jabs kept coming, sharp and relentless. And then came the brutal commentary. Oh God, it looks like a lap dancing club with pregnant women, one critic sneered, mocking the hospital twerk video that inspired the episode. She's in a black dress, literally holding her bump and twerking, and she posts this online? That's getting worse. The gossip cycle spun fast. Ignore them and the chatter grows, engage and it explodes. Either way, Meghan and Harry were locked in the spotlight again, and people were eating it up. As the days rolled on, the Respect Our Pregnancy frenzy only swelled. Rumor had it Google search traffic skyrocketed overnight. Memes spread across every platform, turning Harry's line into stickers, reaction memes, even ringtone remixes. The couple couldn't escape it. And then, gossip forums picked up another nugget. Meghan snapping, "It's Meghan, not Meghan. The H is silent." Fans cackled at the nitpicking, turning her correction into another meme. Every attempt to reclaim the narrative just added fuel to South Park's fire. Industry chatter went into overdrive. Insiders whispered that executives were suddenly re-evaluating projects tied to Meghan and Harry. If a single cartoon episode could shake their image this badly, what would that mean for future deals? Some gossips claimed scripts were delayed, contracts questioned, though nothing official was confirmed. Still, the perception alone was enough to stir the pot. Then came the parody cameos, mock housewives scenes, spoofs of Harry giving away his ring to the working people, Meghan being mocked for endless talk about her ketchup line, and dramatic wine glass smashing. It was savage, exaggerated, but biting enough to sting. The brilliance of it all wasn't just the comedy, it was the mystery. The idea that the episode almost didn't make it out at all. That rumor made every retweet, every TikTok recap feel like an act of rebellion. Fans weren't just laughing, they were part of the secret, in on the cultural joke. As the story unraveled, South Park hammered home its satirical point. Meghan's animated character struggled with financial realities, Harry complained about paying for chicken, and together they plotted how to make billions without royal ties. The dialogue was absurd, but the gossip undertone? Brutal. It mocked the very foundation of their public brand. By the end of that week, commentators agreed. South Park hadn't just dropped an episode, they detonated a cultural bomb. The harder Meghan and Harry tried to control their image, the louder the parody echoed. The final act sealed the deal. Meghan's animated double proudly uploaded her dramatic hospital documentary to the world, convinced it would bring instant fame. Instead, the ending gag spun into a sly reminder. Sometimes the biggest publicity stunts fizzle in real life, no matter how carefully planned. Viewers didn't just laugh, they dissected. Was South Park hinting at Meghan's Hollywood projects, at Harry's memoir burnout, at their fading celebrity pull? The interpretations were endless, and that's exactly why the finale hit so hard. By the weekend, hashtags like secret episode and royal cringe were still trending. Reaction videos piled up, and even casual South Park watchers replayed the finale to catch background gags they missed the first time. It didn't feel like just another cartoon, it felt like a cultural turning point. Hi, I'm Meghan Markle, and I'm Harry, and we're royally screwed. The internet roared, fans quoted it like scripture, and just like that, South Park had turned whispers of a hidden episode into one of the loudest pop culture conversations of the year.